Hello guys, good morning guys. How are you guys? Are you all learning so far guys in our tutorial series for the ESP.NET Core MVC application, web application? It's a simple project guys, but the basic functionality in creating application can be sent on those video guys. So this video guys, if you can see on my screen, I have some updates. I created a unit test using XUnit. That is a unit testing library. But it's already built in the Visual Studio 2022. So later on, I will discuss it, guys, how we do it, what's the needed step by step. Yeah, so today I will discuss some adjustment that I've made because yesterday I demo this application to my manager. Yeah, so before proceeding to or submitting to the user acceptance testing, uh, he wants to add something. So like for this one, he and I will just see in the vendor code he wants to add the Excel row number of the Excel for him is so that it will be easier to trace the records from the Excel file to our database and also the uploaded Excel file name. So I already added it, and if you can see on my SQL server, I just fire it. So basically, this just easy to add if your code is not spaghetti. Yeah, so you mean what I mean is spaghetti. It's like an spaghetti in Jollibee. A lots of yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. So also he noticed that I am not trimming the data from the Excel. So I just add trim here. So it will remove the spaces in the Excel files value. All right. So I added here the Excel row number. Basically, it's the row that we are reading from Excel here. And of course, the file name is the upload file name. So yeah, so as you can see on my screen here in our database here, we already added it. So in our vendor code table, we already have the row number, this one, the row number, and also the file name, the Excel file that is being uploaded. Yeah, so aside from that, guys, here's one request that I'm going to do today. He wants to have a history of the file that is being uploaded. So something like the file name, when it was uploaded, and you want to save the file itself. So basically, it's just easy to do it. What I'm planning is just to save it in the web application directory. So if you want to view it, then we can just easily access the file path. So in our web application, you can see here there's a www root. So maybe I will save here. I will create a folder. Let's say, for example, I create a folder here. Uh, Loaded files like that. And we will save the actual Excel file name that we uploaded here. And I think I have to create a subdirectory for the date created or uploaded so um, it can easily be traced, right? So, but before that, you have to create also the domain models, the entities for our table in the database. So it will store the what we call the uploaded history. Like for example, the file name, who uploaded, like that. So yeah, we will create the model for that. So yeah, I'm thinking what would be the name and what what are the properties or the entities, because I'm asking my manager to provide the details on what he's going, what information he want to have it, but it's not replying yet. So I have to create myself, and then if he replied, then I will just, I will just refactor it or change it while waiting for his yeah, for the details that will be provided. So here in the models, I may create this will be the model. So I will create here a class, add new class. So he wants a history, so I will have the upload file history or uploaded file history. I'll just name it uploaded file history. So this will be our models here. So basically, we can inherit the this entity. So it have the this entity already have these properties, already have the created it and the ID, which should be the primary key, created, uh, modified it and modified by. So anyway, I will not create an ID here because it's already in a base entity. So I would add a string. I will name this as the first one that we are going to add is the Excel file name or Excel, or this is a file name, uploaded file name, or just let's say a file name only. File name, so this will be the file that we uploaded. And the next property that we should have is, I think we can track the file path. Of course, the file path, this is where we save. So if we are going to download it, we are going to refer that. So it's a physical file path. Although you can also have to save it in the SQL table as binary file, but for simplicity, we just have to save it to the physical part of the uh, web server, unless the requirements will say that it will be saved in the SQL server as binary. Because if we do that, we need more time to convert it if we want to see that file. But this one, you can just easily locate the location, the path where the file is being saved. So this is much easier. But yeah, it will depends on requirement. If they need to have like that, so we can also change it, right? So as I said, the requirements is not being sent yet. So we can have the file extension. Okay, I can have the file extension. Maybe it's not needed, although these are all file Excel files. And then how about the content type? So if I think it's not needed content type, but let's just put it content type. Anyway, these are available properties of our iForm file. So content type, and we already have created it, and I think that's more than enough. And how about the user? How about how we can link this to this one? I'm thinking to our vendor code is how can we, what is the linkage for that? So it's hard to identify because these are a lot of records, and maybe the uploaded Excel files will be the link. So the file name will be matched with this if you want to know, or the created date, I think. So I don't know how to, what's the requirement sheet, so I think we leave it blank. So I think this property are enough. The file name. The important here is the exact file name that being saved. And since we inherit this entity, we already have the created it. And maybe we can have this who uploaded the username. And yeah, the file name is there already. The brands are uploading. I think let's just put here string uploaded. There's already created by in our base entity. I created it. There's no created by modified by there's modified by there is, but there's no created by. So I think we can just put the uploaded by. This will be the username who uploaded the file. Uploaded by, and also can have the what brands they're uploading. Yeah, we can just put anyway. It can easily be modified. Okay, so I think this is enough. So we created our properties now. So before we forgot, as like in the previous video, we showing add migration, but we were not able to add it in our DB context, the DB set here. So we need to, don't forget to add the DB set first. So DB set, this is your uploaded file history, and this will be the file name. So we make it pluralize, so uploaded file histories, that would be fine as the table name. Okay, so after that guys, now what we have to do is to add migration, but before you add migration you have to build it. So it will, the migration will not proceed if there's an error. So it's all succeeded now. You can go to add migration. You get package manager console. So you have to issue add migration, and the name is let's just say added history table, like that. And you just don't forget that our migration will be in the domain folder, domain plus library. So it's create now the migration command. So as you can see in our migration table here, this is already added, and our snapshot is already updated. So you can see here, there is, this is the snapshot. So you can have here, yeah, this is before. So now we are ready to update the database to actually commit this or create this table in our database. So the command is update database. So if there's no error, you can see that the table is being created in our SQL server here. So we just need to refresh this, and you should see the newly created table. So this is the table that we created. So as you can see in the column, there is ID, which is coming from the base entity class. Created it, modified by, and we have the file name, the file path, file extension, content type, uploaded by brands. So now, next that we are going to do is to save or to put the data under. When we upload the Excel file, we should save to that table. Alright, so are you still following, guys? So guys, may I request that you subscribe in my YouTube channel and hit the bell button so you will be notified for our upcoming videos, and I hope that you are learning also. So I am, this is a way for me to learn as well. So I'm sharing and also learning, and I hope that we can learn together. So if you have comments, you have suggestions, better ideas, please comment out, and I will be happy with that. I was appreciate it really. Okay, so where do we save it? So we have the service, Excel service here. So I think in the, this is where we upload the file. So you can see here we have the uploaded file. So before it's uploaded, I think we can create here the saving. So let's just try. Yeah. So first, you have to register or to create our upload directory. So we have to register. This is just read only private. This is where we save the actual file path. So I mean the directory. So we just have up directory or upload file directory. You can name it any one, anything, any name you want. So we will have to look for the path and before it combine, you can have the directory that get the current directory. So we will get the current directory of our file and we should pass also the current directory plus earlier the root, www root and upload. We can have www root and then plus what's the name? Upload files. Files, so upload files. So it will be here. Okay, so let me try it. It's working. So we have the upload directory there. So let's see if it's work. We're gonna have it. So maybe we can have, before we actually save it to the Excel file, maybe we can add it here. Save from, or maybe it's done. So anyway, we just refactor it. Save to history table. Alright, so first thing that we should have to check is we need to check if the directory, upload file directory is existing. This is not the one. So if not directory that exists, so if not directory that exists, the upload directory, so meaning we have not created it yet. So we let the system to create the directory so it will not have an error. So create the directory, upload file directory. Excuse me. Alright, so next we should get the file path or the path. Yeah, we can just have the path. And this will be the path that combine upload directory into the file name. So it will be the upload file variable plus file name like that. So that will be the path that we are going to save. And then right now we are going to, yeah, we're going to set the value. So remember that we created a table, so we can have, I think, the history file. Then we can just set this equals to new. What's the table name that we created? Why we can easily forget it? So where's our model? Upload file, uploaded file history. So this will be uploaded file history like that. and this is object initialization. So if you see like this, so you can have what properties there. So for example, the file name, we can just have the upload file that file name, right? So for example, the file path, we can set the variable path. That's the file path. Yeah, that's the file path. File name, we have file extension, right? So basically, we can get the file extension by using the path, then get extension. There's a method of get extension, right? So this already existing and take the path. So get extension or string path. So I think you can just have the uploaded file name. That file name, yeah, you have to get the extension from the file name itself. Then the next property that we have is I think content type. So that content type, let's take a look in the upload file that uh, is content type. Yeah, this is a content type, content header. And what's the other? Yeah, the brands upload by. So the brands, we have the brands here, so you can just easily get it. And also the uploaded by, so we have the username here, so we can just use it, username. And what else? The created it, modified it, we are not going to set it. The created it is by default. It's a constructor of the base entity it will have. So the ID is, this is identity also in the SQL Server. So nothing to do for that now. So this is the file, this is the information that we need. Okay. So after that, yeah, so these are, so after that we are setting the values now to our entities. All we have to do is to save it to the table. So yeah, we have not created the, this is the, this is this is the disadvantage of not creating a unit, generic repository, because for this, so we can save it to our database, we need to create another repository for this table. Yeah, so or we're going to save it to the table, we need to save it first in the file path. So we have to use the string, file string. File string, guys, is specify handle the permission. So this will basically copy or create the actual saving of the file path. Yeah, so new file stream, then you have to specify the path for the handle, and then the file access will be file mode that created. It's meant to say it will create in our physical path to actually save the. This one is just in the table of the SQL Server, but the actual file will be put in the path that we created. So we can just see await and uh, file. I think uploaded file that copy. There is copy to async. Copy to async is going to copy the content of the file uploaded to the target stream. So where's our target stream? Our target stream is the stream itself. It's meant to say that this is the stream, uh, the path to the stream, and the mode is created. So it will save it in the physical path like that. And after that, this is the time that save to database. So as I said, we need to create the uh, repository for this table. Because for this, for example, this one, vendor code. This is for vendor code only. This is for the vendor code table. But this one is another table, so we need to create first the repository for that. So for example, like this, the inherit the repository. All right, so that first the interface. This interface we know is upload file, upload file history, like that, and this will set as public, and this will inherit the I repository passing the generic entity which is upload file history. Now this is the interface. We need this one in the models. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. So we are inheriting the signature of the I repository, this one. So it will have get method, get all, add. Basically what we are needed is just add and receive async. But yeah, we need to create the implementation class for the file history. So this is our implementation class. Uh, yeah, we will inherit the I uploaded history, and then are going to implement the interface. Yeah, so now first we have to put inject first the our DB context. So what's the name of our DB context? It's vendor DB context. This is the vendor code DB context. So just like this one, vendor context, because we need to access the DB context. Vendor code DB context in a model. I just name as DB context. Uh, to create a property, sign the property. So by convention, we use underscores here, and we omit the this keyword, so it will be easier to identify. So now you have now your DB context. So we have to implement this one because this is the only one that are needed here. So basically, just like before, how it's being done, you can. It's just like here. It's just like that. Yeah, entity. So this will not be repeated and repeated, guys, if you implement, for example, in our I repository, repository here. This one, we're only implementing generic. It's already generic. But the problem here is we are creating a repository individually. So it should have a generic repository and combination of unit of work. So I have implemented that in some of my projects, so you can just browse it how we do it. So anyway, we are here already, so we just have to do this like this. So individual repository for each table. So we make this as synchronous, and then we can just have underscores db context that, so we can have now the upload history that add the entity. So that's it now. Entity. Uh, just return here the entity. What happened here? See, this is the upload file history. Takes that upload file history that add entity. Cannot convert domain upload file history to domain upload file history. This is wrong. So this class, this is not the, yeah, this is not the, yeah. What we need to pass here is the this one upload file history. The problem here, because we have the same name, that's why we gonna have the problem, the issue here. So what we will do now is we include the name piece. So we will include the name piece. This will be in domain dot models, and then this one. So by that, it's pointing now to the entity, not on the class, because the class has the same name. So I think it's okay now. This one is pointing to the repository. So I think we just have to delete this and re-implement the interface. Alright, so that's okay now. So this is now in the models. So now we can have the we can make this async. And then of course db context that upload files history that add will not have an error because it's printing out the entity, and then we just need to return the entity here. Right, so the other one we are not really using this, so we will not implement it. And the other one that we need to implement is this one that saves in this async. So basically, it saves in this async. We just copy it here. So it's just like this. Return await async saves in this. Yeah, that's it. So db config that saves in this, and we have to make this as asynchronous by putting the async keyword. Okay, so basically we just need the add and the saving. So the other signature is not used, so we will not implement it. So what happened? I'm always getting this. Right, so now we go back to our Excel service. And what is this? So yeah, that will be the problem if you have the same name for your entities and your for your implementation class. So anyway, uh, yeah, we already have it. That then we need to inject here. But before we inject it, we need to register it in our startup. It's like this. So we need to add here services that add scope. This is the lifetime scope. So I upload file history, which is the interface as the implementation is upload file history. So after you configure it or register it, now this is another error. Okay. So we also have to put the this is coming from repository. So like that. Yeah, same problem because you have the same implementation class with your model. So after that, you have registered it in your configure services. Now you are ready to inject it. So we are going to inject it in our Excel file, Excel implementation. It's from here. So we can use it just like this. So I upload file history. So let's just see upload history, and then we will create the uh, field. So by convention, we have to put like this, and we have to remove or replace the this. So we have now the variable upload history, which we can use it here. So save to the database. So we are just going to say await load history that add what we're going to add. It's the history file like that. And we will also pull the await upload history that saves in JSON. So that's it, and yeah, it will copy now. So maybe we can it's in another method. So we just extract here, and then let's say upload save to history, save history, save history method, like something like that. Okay, so for this, if you want to have it here, it's okay. But if you want to call this after the extracting is true, you just move it here. So, or you can have here if success is true, so you can save it here. So it means to say that if the uploading is not successful, so it will not save to your history as well. So I think that's all that we need to do. So we have not tested it, so this is only our imagination. right? So we need to test it if it's really working or not. So let's fire it. Okay, it's in the upload, so we just have to select this and we choose the file. This is the file, and then we upload. So yeah, it's already successful. So this is true. So we're gonna debug this. So directory, so it's okay. We've created that. So this is the path. So yeah, the file name will be saved that. But I think there's a problem here. This last. So let's just continue. This is the stream. So the stream will actually copy it, and this one will save it. Okay. So I think it's working. Okay, so we have to look in our table if it's already there. So you can see here this is the created, and this is the file name, and this is the file path. So file path, the actual file is here. So you can verify this, the vendor code vendor www wrote yeah, we have to go the physical file if it's there. Let's take a look here. So see, we are able to save the actual data here, right? So yeah, but I think if you upload the same file name, so it will replace here. So by that scenario, we need to create a folder here, subfolder, so it will be separated. So if you are going to look at that, or if you are going to have a download file, so all you have to do is to get from this file path, and the other information will be also, like for example this one, content type, the file extension. I think it's not needed, but we just save it also. So anyway, this is now my manager that does not provide the information. So I will be the one to provide him, and I will tell him if this is okay. Alright, so I will have to this information and send to him. He's talking about. So these three guys, because you cannot wait for your manager to provide, so you should be proactive as well. So you provide what your you have the one to provide. Okay, guys. So I think this is already done. So anyway, guys, for the other topic, for the unit testing here, I have a unit testing here. I will create another video from, because this is already almost 50 minutes, so it will be long. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. So in the next topic for this, how to create unit test using XUnit, we will tackle it in the next time, in the next video. So okay guys, so happy learning guys, and goodbye. Happy weekend. So tomorrow is weekend. All right. Bye bye.